Available in person, over the phone, or online. Seeking help is the first step.
Coverage straight from the heart. This is 13 WMAZ Eyewitness News at 6.
Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Lori Johnson.
And I'm Frank Malloy. This is Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock. A local police officer and his wife are charged with child molestation. Putnam County Sheriff Howard Sills says deputies arrested 44-year-old Eatonton police officer Daryl Sanders and his wife, 31-year-old Jennifer Sanders, Friday. Today, the two went before a judge. Sheriff Sills says the child molestation charges stem from inappropriate sexual contact with several underage girls at the couple's home last month. Both are charged with one count of child molestation.
I fully anticipate more charges in this case. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of certainty that we have evidence that alcohol and drugs were furnished to children.
Putnam County Magistrate Judge Virginia Lynch set bond this afternoon for both the Sanders with a stipulation neither can come into contact with a child under the age of 17.
Opening statements began today in the trial of a man accused of armed robbery and 3 counts of murder. It happened back in December of 2002. Police responded to a call and found Renee Bryant, Charlene Jenkins, and James Brimberry II all shot to death on Edna Moore Road in Eastman. Police later charged Sean Coley with the crime. 3 years later, Coley made an appearance in a Dodge County courtroom. Today, several witnesses for the prosecution took the stand to verify crime scene and autopsy photos. Family members of the deceased victims wiped tears away as the photos of their loved ones were shown to the jury. Last week, Coley asked the judge to move his trial out of Eastman, but the judge denied that request.
A North Carolina man is dead after a car crash in Jones County over the weekend. 32-year-old Broadus Thomas Williams III died Saturday night. Jones County Sheriff Captain Billy Mitchell says the wreck happened on Oliver Green Road just before 10 p.m. Saturday night. Mitchell says Williams lost control of his car and flipped over. He died at the scene.
Another member of the Georgia 48th-based 48th Brigade is dead in Iraq. Today, Lieutenant Colonel Jim Driscoll confirmed the death of 38-year-old Staff Sergeant Dennis Paul Merck of Evans, Georgia. The Department of Defense reports Merck died Thursday of a non-combat related injury. The death comes as the brigade prepares for a new mission in Iraq. Lieutenant Colonel Kim Baldowski wouldn't call the new mission safe, but says the new location in Iraq has, quote, less intensity of enemy activity. Candace Raymond joins us now in the Macon newsroom with one family member's reaction to the move. Candace?
Lori, Lieutenant Colonel Baldowski says the 48th Brigade members have known about the new mission since their deployment. He says it's a part of the big plan, not a response to the number of casualties the unit has suffered so far. But one military mom says she hopes the new mission is an answer to her prayers.
Well, I'm just real proud. Just real proud.
Dot Roadheaver is the proud mom of the man in charge of the 48th Infantry Brigade, General Stuart Roadheaver. She keeps clippings and pictures from his deployment in her desk drawer.
I bought a scrapbook. But
she hopes once the brigade begins its new mission, she won't be reading headlines like this one anymore.
I know no place over there is altogether safe, but I think that will be the answer. And hopefully, you know, they'll get to come home. That'll be the last place before they get to come home for good.
Home is where the general is heading the first week in November for a few days of rest and relaxation. His mom says while he's here, the family will celebrate one holiday a little early.
I am. I'll be very glad to see him. We might even cook him a cake. We got that to be thankful for this Thanksgiving.
Roadheaver says as the casualty numbers continue rising, sending her son back to the battlefield will be harder now than ever.
We'll hate to see him go. And I don't think when they went the first time, we realized how bad it was going to be. And it's been heartbreaking for him to lose people, you know, and for families and such as that. So I know it will be hard, you know, this time.
Lieutenant Colonel Jim Driscoll says the 48th Brigade members are about halfway through their deployment. He adds they will come home around May, although there is always a chance they could be assigned to stay longer. And Lori, just to add, they will begin that new mission mid-November.
Thank you, Candace. Lieutenant Colonel Driscoll says 22 48th Brigade men and women have died since deploying. Those numbers include both combat and non-combat related injuries.
Hurricane Wilma is now over the Atlantic, but earlier this morning the storm hit Florida as a Category 3. Wilma stormed ashore around Naples with winds up to 125 miles per hour. Debris flooded streets and downed trees now cover parts of Naples. In the Florida Keys, the storm surge pounded against buildings. In Key West and most of the islands, water flowed waist-high down streets and neighborhoods, forcing some to hold on while others tried to wade through the damage. Wilma is blamed for at least 5 deaths in Florida so far, and more than 2 million homes and businesses are without power.
Well, as we saw, people in Florida are feeling the effects of Hurricane Wilma.
Many who suffered losses in Hurricane Katrina are still trying to rebuild their lives. Brittany Bailey has more now on how some Central Georgians are stepping up to help.
Well, more than 40,000 Katrina evacuees are here in Georgia. The Federal Emergency Management Agency has shelled out more than $112 million to help them. Now, that only covers the people who actually signed up for help. There could be many more people living here in the Peach State and right here in Central Georgia. That's why Goodwill Industries is setting up for a big career fair tomorrow. More than 50 companies and agencies will be looking to hire. Already, Goodwill helped evacuees with more than $10,000 worth of food, clothing, and shelter. Now, organizers say it's time to help them take the next step.
At Goodwill, we believe a job is one of the most critical things that people can have to become self-sufficient. It's like the Chinese proverb, you can give a man a fish and he will eat for a day, but if you can teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. And so we hope that tomorrow people can learn how to fish, if you will, and find a job that can help them be self-sufficient.
Now, you do not have to be an evacuee to come to the career fair tomorrow. It is open to everyone. Organizers say there's a good chance you can walk away with a job the same day.
Brittany?
Well, that job fair is tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Goodwill Conference Center on Eisenhower Parkway across from Macon State College.
Ask most parents if their kids use drugs, and the typical response is, not my kid. But according to the Houston Drug Action Council, more than 1 in 9 12 to 17-year-olds in Houston County have used illegal drugs in the last 30 days. Mary Therese is in our Warner Robins newsroom to tell us about a week designed to raise awareness about drug abuse. Mary Therese?
Lori, the drug of choice around here is marijuana. Joey Smith with Hodak says based on Houston County's population, 8.7% of the teens are using it. And that is hard for some to believe. In fact, in a national survey on drug use and health, parents said they only believed that 18% of teens aged 12 to 17 use illegal drugs. In actuality, it's more like 40%. To help combat those numbers, students at Houston County High are sending a message. This red ribbon is all over the campus, reminding students to stay away from drugs. The message is not always heard, and some students say you can't always hide from the drugs.
I've seen it at many football and basketball games, and a lot of people don't see it, but it's there. Drugs are everywhere in the high schools.
This is the time we get them now, so when they go off to college, they'll be better to handle the situations. We know they're going to be exposed to them.
Praby says the drug problem can be more controlled in a school environment, and he says they have little drug use on campus. He says it is more in the uncontrolled community that the real problem exists. And Lori, Hodak says that these problems start even earlier with 12 and 13-year-olds who are, in addition to marijuana, using prescription pills and inhalants.
So young. Thanks a lot, Mary Therese. Red Ribbon Week activities continue all this week in Houston County schools. To find out more, visit our website at 13WMAZ.com.
So to come on Eyewitness News at 6, it's no secret there is a special education teacher shortage in Georgia.
Coming up, we're going to show you how one Central Georgia college is getting to the root of the problem.
Portions of this program brought to you by Dodge and nearly 3,000 dealers who invite you to come see what's new.
Horatio, you know. I was with her 2 nights ago, and right now, I'm your only suspect.
This just doesn't make any sense. There should be a lot more blood.
The killer is an expert at crime scene cleanup.
So you're putting me back in a closet.
Murder like this is personal.
Prepare yourself for the most intense case of Monday's most watched show.
Police, stay right where you are!
I need you to tell me the truth, Horatio.
New CSI Miami, CBS tonight.
We're kicking off incredible savings on all remaining 05s during the tailgate sale down at 5 Star Chevrolet. When you have Middle Georgia's largest selection and you're the #1 volume Chevy dealer, you can offer discounts like these. Save up to $11,000 on all 05 Tahoes and Suburbans and get 05 Silverado regular cabs for just $14,800. We've never had prices like this, and the only way to score them is at 5 Star Chevrolet in Warner Robins.
New Bullguard 2 with Roundup Ready Flex. The ultimate combination of convenience and flexibility. The flexible weed control advantage of Roundup Ready Flex lets you spray over the top when weed pressure demands it. The unrivaled worm control of Bullguard 2 protects your cotton from the most worms all season long. Bullguard 2 with Roundup Ready Flex. See what the ultimate in convenience and flexibility can do for you.
At Butler Volkswagen, every car is the sum of its parts, and the new 2006 Volkswagen Passat has a lot of them, 120 standard features to be exact. Get the new 2006 Volkswagen Passat for only $289 a month at Butler Volkswagen in Macon.
They're students trapped on the edge of success and the edge of failure. They're mildly disabled special education students.
And a local college just received $500,000 in federal money to develop new teachers to turn these students around. Laura Lynch joins us to explain how the program can help you help others if you're interested in a career change.
Well, Frank, Georgia College and State University in Milledgeville created the program. It's designed to take 18 people with degrees outside of education and help them earn a master's degree while they're working in the classroom. The students they'll work with attend regular classes but deal with mild learning disabilities, emotional disorders, or other roadblocks to learning. The college showed there's a critical need in Central Georgia for those kinds of teachers, and one veteran of special education says she finds the job very rewarding.
You write your title in the middle. What should you do next?
For 21 years, Connie Cole has taught special education. She says she knew she wanted the challenge from day one.
They didn't learn a traditional way, and I enjoyed working with them more.
But Cole says not every teacher fits the special education mold. Cole says the challenge is finding the best way to reach students. She says it's her job to find out if hands-on experiments, one-on-one time, or other methods work best.
I like the fact that my day is never really the same every day. Things are different. The students learn in different ways, so I have to be up to date and familiar with a lot of different approaches to work with them.
There are certain students who do have those specific extra additional needs that another person with specific training can provide for them.
Special Programs Director Joan Williams says she believes Georgia College and State University's new program will provide more of those special teachers.
It's going to be a benefit to the students of Georgia in that they have teachers who have gone through such an intense program.
Williams says if the program puts more teachers in classrooms like Cole, special education students will be headed toward success. Georgia College and State University's new special education program accepts people with 4 years degrees who want a career change even if they don't have a background in education. The teachers agree to stay in Central Georgia and teach special education students for 6 years after completing the program. Lori?
All right, Laura, thank you.
And according to a news release from the GCNSU program, it will target Washington, Wilkinson, Hancock, Lawrence, Putnam, and other Central Georgia counties.
Well, Central Georgians are saying their final goodbyes to a man who courageously battled Lou Gehrig's disease for many years.
Saturday, Wayne Willoughby of Warner Robins died from ALS. We have video of Wayne Willoughby and his family earlier this year at one of his annual birthday parties. Doctors diagnosed Willoughby with Lou Gehrig's back in 1987. He wasn't able to move or get out of bed in the last decade. Willoughby communicated by blinking his eyes and using special computer technology. Visitation for Wayne Willoughby is tonight from 7 until 9 at McCullough Funeral Home in Warner Robins. The service will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. at Southside Baptist Church. That's on Houston Lake Road in Warner Robins.
Toyota has 9 vehicles with an EPA rating of 30 or more miles per gallon, like the fun-to-drive Corolla. Or check out hybrid models like Prius with a whopping 60 miles per gallon in the city, or the Highlander with hybrid Synergy drive. Get smart when it comes to fuel economy. Choose wisely. Now get $1,000 cash back or 1.9% financing for 36 months on the 2006 Camry LE. Toyota, moving forward.
Marketplace 2005 is coming to a new venue. November 9th through 12th, you'll find this shopping extravaganza at the Goodwill Conference Center across from Macon State College on US 80. Free parking, glorious shopping with your favorite vendors, and new ones too. Tickets are $3 in advance, $5 at the door, and available online at jlmacon.org. Log on or call 743-0847 for more information. Dollars raised at Marketplace go right back to local charities in our community. Join us for Marketplace at the Goodwill Conference Center November 9th through 12th.
Cleaning gutters. The mess, the debris, who needs it? But nasty weather like this can clog your gutters and ruin your home. Ah! Whoa. With Original Gutter Guard, the patented dual-channel system pulls water in, leaves the rest out. Get the best clog-free gutter in the industry, the Original Gutter Guard. Stays clog-free, or we'll clean it, guaranteed. Call 866-650-3216 or visit originalgutterguard.com.
Building the fastest car in its class doesn't mean leaving intelligence, beauty, and control behind. Introducing the all-new 306 horsepower IS from Lexus at Butler, Lexus in Macon.
And welcome back, everybody. Well, in just a few hours, the Falcons entertain the Jets in their second Monday night showdown this season. Now, even though Atlanta has a solid offense, Jim Moore and company enter this one as a 5th worst run defense in the NFL. Now, the visiting Jets enter the Dome after getting leveled against Buffalo. Veteran quarterback Vinny Testaverde looks for the second Monday night miracle of his career after being sacked several times and intercepted twice in New York's loss to the Bills. Now, Atlanta's biggest concern is stopping Curtis Martin, the NFL's active rushing leader, with over 13,000 career yards.
We have to get it together for this guy, otherwise he can make you look bad. You watch the Buffalo game, you know, they weren't gapped out a couple times, and he finds the crease, and he can go a long ways before you get him down. So we really have to be on it against a guy like that this week. He's a stiff challenge for us.
Now, he will be tough. The Falcons' third Monday night home game will come December 12th against New Orleans. Well, it's a big reason why football players come to Georgia in the first place, to play Florida in the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. And after waiting patiently to make his first start in that game, quarterback DJ Shockley is not expected to play Saturday. Shockley sprained the medial collateral ligament in his left knee early in UGA's 23-20 win over Arkansas on this play right here. The good news, he will not need surgery. Now, before the half was over, Shockley limped to the locker room and received a standing ovation from the Bulldog faithful up there. Now, Mark Richt will hand over the playbook to backup quarterback Joe Terenchinski this weekend.
I just felt like, you know, I have to be ready at any moment. Shock's played really well, and he'll be back, and he'll be ready to take over when he comes back. I feel like I did what I needed to do to get the win, but there are a lot of things that I can do to make myself better, to make the team better, and in order to win, you know, we're going to have to do these things.
That's right. All right, your new Bowl Championship Series rankings this week. The new #1 team in the BCS is Texas, jumping over Southern Cal. In your new standings, Virginia Tech is 3rd, followed by Georgia and Alabama, UCLA, Miami, LSU, Penn State, and Florida State round out your top 10. Meanwhile, the Fort Valley State Wildcats made plenty of noise over the weekend. Quarterback Willie Copeland and Tavares Holiday hooked up on this nice touchdown pass before halftime to give the Cats all the momentum they would need. Fort Valley State walked away with a 24-14 win on Saturday. And the Georgia Southern Eagles flew to a 49-14 victory over the Citadel on their homecoming weekend in Statesboro. Switching gears to NASCAR, Jeff Gordon returned to victory lane to the Subway 500 at Martinsville this weekend. Gordon's number 24 Chevrolet held off Tony Stewart in a 3-lap dash to capture his first win since Talladega. Gordon's 73rd career victory gave him a sweep of the season's 2 races at the Speedway, the shortest and tightest run in NASCAR's Premier Series. All right, your new point standings after the Subway 500. Stewart takes a 15-point lead over 3rd-place finisher Jimmy Johnson in the chase. Ryan Newman, Greg Biffle, Carl Edwards, Rusty Wallace, Mark Martin, Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth, and Jeremy Mayfield complete your top 10. And remember, Lori Frank, the NBA 500 this weekend at the Atlanta Motor Speedway up there in Hampton.
Indeed. A lot of folks, of course, planning the big weekend. Hopefully the weather will turn out to be okay. We'll find out about that in a minute. Thanks, Dave.
Here's what you can read about tomorrow in the Telegraph.
Good evening there, and yes, in the morning, we'll show you how to find out how your child's school compares to others around the state. Also on Tuesday, we'll have details from a Dodge County courtroom on the first day of a triple murder trial. Plus, read how researchers in Georgia are experimenting with a certain kind of insect that someday just may help prevent terror attacks. Again, that and more tomorrow in the Telegraph. Till then, from our newsroom here in downtown, I'm Joe Kovac Jr. Guys.
Cool start to this race week.
Oh, certainly, and very windy.
Oh, man, that was the big story today. You could hear it this morning just rattling up against the window, a lot of the limbs outside on the trees. Well, you know, the wind, big today. We'll see about it tomorrow, but cold weather is going to be the big thing tonight and tomorrow night. Talk about it, coming right back.
Portions of this program sponsored by your neighborhood Ford dealer, the folks you know.
Take 13WMAZ.com to work with you and stay on top of Central Georgia news and weather 24 hours a day.
At 13WMAZ.com, you'll find breaking news, new developments on the day's top stories, and video headlines.
13WMAZ.com features our exclusive 13WMAZ live Doppler radar, severe weather alerts, and a video forecast updated morning, afternoon, and night.
Take 13WMAZ.com to work and stay informed with coverage straight from the heart.
A new day is dawning. Introducing the new Ford Explorer, built with an innovative, intelligent safety system that adapts to you and your front passenger for enhanced protection. Built to meet all known government frontal and side impact crash requirements through 2010. The new 2006 Ford Explorer is the best Explorer ever.
Now lease a 2006 Explorer for only $299 a month. Visit your neighborhood Ford dealer today.
Arby's French Dip. It's only $2.99. Freshly sliced roast beef on a toasted French roll with a side of au jus for dipping. Just $2.99. It'll have you saying, I'm thinking Arby's.
I own this marathon station, and I'm proud to be part of this community.
That's why at my marathon station, we treat you the way we would want to be treated.
It's like neighbor helping neighbor around here, and I love that.
We know what our customers want. We see these people every day.
It may sound simple, but we work hard to serve you better.
That's the American spirit, and I believe you'll find that at Marathon.
Marathon, fueling the American spirit.
It's a fresh new season in Middle Georgia, and the furniture fashions have never been better. Find the furniture you've been looking for and the savings we're famous for at Aunt Zelda's Furniture, your comfort zone.
For a limited time, receive up to $500 in discounts off any Elite 2000 sunroom and pool enclosure edition from Apple Enterprises. Call today or visit our sunroom showroom at 1902 Alberta Road, Warner Robins.
Introducing the GMC Total Value Promise.
It's a promise to engineer more into every Sierra, so you get more out of it. More standard horsepower than Toyota Tundra, Ford F-150, and Dodge Ram.
Better fuel economy than Ford F-150 and Nissan Titan.
This GMC Sierra is proof that value starts right here in America.
To find out more about the GMC Total Value Promise and the only full-size truck engineered to be professional grade, see the pros at your local GMC dealers.
Windy Monday around Central Georgia.
Yeah, forget about trying to style the hair today.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, indeed.
Your hair always looks wonderful.
I'm just saying she was looking at you when she said that.
Well, the messy look allows us to get away with it. No, you can't really tell. But it was windy today. It was so windy.
How windy was it?
I saw a kite flying a kid. Collinsworth, thank you.
Save us.
That was wrong. There ought to be a crime against that. All right, there's your Skycam shot. A lot of blue sky out there. Ooh, the blue sky. A lot of wind out there, too. 58 and 61. Those are your current temperatures for Macon and Warner Robins. And then the wind, although it's steady at like 21, 22, somewhere around there, it gusts up to 30 or higher. Thus, the kite flying the kid. Feel free to use it. I'm not going to copyright that joke. You can have it. 62 for the high today, 45 for the low. So all of a sudden now we're below normal in both categories. Can't decide which way we want to go. All right, as far as rainfall, no. But south of us, big time rainfall, and we had some rainfall. Oh, you know Wilma. Have you heard of Wilma? Yeah. That big hurricane. Well, anyway, that's gone now. But Doppler shot shows you some quiet stuff. Let me show you the, I made the mistake earlier, satellite shot here, of saying the backside of Wilma. But I meant the hurricane, you know. You don't want to, you got to watch what you say. You're watching Wilma cruise on out into the Atlantic, heading on off toward the north and east. And this thing is really getting it too. Good clip, 37 miles an hour off to the northeast. So this thing will be gone another day or so. It'll be somebody else's issue. All right, clouds coming down into North Georgia, not a whole lot going on. Actually, some parts of Tennessee had a little bit of snow. I was looking at some of the reports earlier, which is just like spotty stuff. Frost is going to be possible for us as we're going through the next couple of nights. So tonight, tomorrow night, and the next night, patchy frost. Not everybody, but some low-lying areas could receive a little bit of that. Nothing that's going to be like the widespread killing kind, but it looks like the potential of that. Could be a little bit on the cold side. Wilma, see ya. Heading on off out into the Atlantic. Now, high pressure has been kind of moving on in, and we've had the winds, and now it looks like that's going to die off a little bit, as we go through the night tonight and tomorrow. Probably down to the 10, 15 to 20 mile an hour range, which is still breezy, but not as bad as it was this morning. All right, right now it looks like this. 58, you throw in the dew point right around 31, so it's dry, it's cool out there, and the temperature changed from 24 hours ago down 11 degrees from this time yesterday. So big change has been taking place, and it looks to hold on too. Mostly clear, pretty cool night tonight with a low of around 40. And then tomorrow we'll say right around 62. Absolutely beautiful tomorrow, looking good. 7-day outlook goes like this. Next couple of nights, little chance of rain on Friday. I think we may end up taking that off, but enjoy the fall weather. Here it is. Eyewitness News at 6 continues. Come on back.
Academy Sports and Outdoors. The right stuff, the low price. Academy.
Get 50 at Walsh Honda. 50 miles per gallon, that is. At Walsh Honda, you can find select vehicles offering fuel ratings of up to 50 miles per gallon, saving you big bucks at the pump. Check out all of Honda's fuel-efficient vehicles, like the new 2006 Civic and Accord. With their luxurious interiors and sleek exteriors, you'll almost forget the great mileage you get every time you take one for a spin. So get your 50 at Walsh Honda and start saving today. That's Walsh Honda on Eisenhower Parkway in Macon.
Since 1946, T.Y. Gibson has provided Central Georgia with the highest level of termite control service for residential and commercial establishments. Many homes in Georgia have one or more termite colonies feeding in the area. T.Y. Gibson is committed to protecting your home from these invaders by offering state-of-the-art baiting systems and conventional liquid termite barrier treatments. Free termite inspections for your home. When you have pests, don't fret and cry. Pick up the phone and call T.Y.
I promise.
I promise. I promise a Chevy Cobalt with more standard horsepower than Civic or Corolla, plus a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Cobalt from Chevy, the #1 selling cars, trucks, and SUVs in America.
Now lease an 06 Cobalt LT2 Coupe or Sedan for around $179 a month. Residency restrictions apply. Call for details.
That's the Chevy Total Value Promise, and it starts right here.
See your Middle Georgia Chevy dealers.
The dream is growing all over Georgia. We're learning and growing more every day. Don't you know we're growing
all over Georgia?
Learning and growing every day.
From pre-K to Hope Scholarships, the Georgia Lottery is helping the dream of a better education come true.
The dream is growing.
Hi, Bobby Pope. If you're doing too much of this, you need to see Economy Car Sales. There's no need for high car payments and high gas prices. Right now, Economy has a great selection of gas-saving cars priced at under $10,000. Economy has loaded their lot with Hondas, Volkswagens, Toyotas, and Nissans. They're all priced to save you money when you buy the car now and the gas later. High gas prices are here to stay, but these gas-saving cars are going fast. Economy Car Sales, Riverside Drive, just down from Red Lobster in Macon.
Winning lottery numbers at midday, cash 3591, cash 48444.
Coming up tonight on Eyewitness News at 11. City leaders say it's not a problem to get them here, but how to keep them is a big concern. Police and firefighter staffing in Bibb County is a growing problem.
Tonight on Eyewitness News at 11, we're going to take you to a special meeting to find out what committee members are doing to make sure you stay safe. Thanks a lot for joining us for Eyewitness News at 6. The CBS Evening News is next.
Make it a safe night, everyone.
We'll see you later.